So, into 9 chapter 15 text 25 onwards. In this section from 23 to 23rd to 36, the discussion is about Kartavirya Arjuna stealing Kamdhenu and Parashuram kills him. That's what. So 25th shloka, 9.15.25. Savairatnam tu tadrishtva Atmaishwaryatishayanam Tannadriyatagnihotriam Sabhilasha Sahaihaya. Sahahi Kartavirya Arjuna, why indeed. Ratnam, a great source of wealth. Tu, indeed, the Kamdhenu in the possession of Jamdagni. Drishtva, by observing Atma Aishwarya, his own personal opulence. Ati Shayanam, which was exceeding that not Adriyata, appreciated very much. Agnihotriam, in that cow which was useful for executing the Agnihotra sacrifice. Sa Avilasha, became desirous. Sa Hayaha, with his own men, the Hayas. Kartavirya Arjuna thought that Jamdagni was more powerful and wealthy than himself because of possessing a jewel in the form of the Kamdhenu. Because Kamdhenu can give anything at all. Whatever he wants, it is available. Therefore, he and his own men, the Hayas, were not very much appreciative of Jamdagni's reception. On the contrary, they wanted to possess that Kamdhenu, which was useful for the execution of the Agnihotra sacrifice. So they thought, what Jamdagni will do with this Kamdhenu? He is a sage in jungle. Why he need it? We need Kamdhenu, so we will take. Like that they were feeling. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jamdagni was more powerful than Kartavirya Arjuna because of performing the Agnihotra Yajna with clarified butter received from the Kamdhenu. Okay, so not everyone can be expected to possess such a cow. Nonetheless, because it's too much. Because Kamdhenu means whatever desire you have, she will fulfill. That's it. So that means you are the most richest. So not everyone can be expected to possess such a cow. Nonetheless, an ordinary man may possess an ordinary cow, give protection to this animal, take sufficient milk from it, and engage the milk to produce butter and clarified ghee, especially for performing the Agnihotra Yajna. This is possible for everyone. Normal cow, normal ghee, everything. Thus we find that in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna advises Goraksha, the protection of cows. So, cow protection is must so that everybody can produce the ghee and butter, milk, everything, and they can perform Agnihotra Yajna. So this is essential because if cows are cared for properly, they will surely supply sufficient milk. We have practical experience in America that in our various ISKCON farms, we are giving proper protection to the cows and receiving more than enough milk. In other farms, the cows do not deliver as much milk as in our farms because our cows know very well that we are not going to kill them. They are happy and they give ample of milk. Okay, because they happy cows. Because they know these people will not kill, these are devotees. Therefore, this instruction given by Lord Krishna, Goraksha, Krishi Goraksha Vanijam, so this is given Goraksha, is extremely meaningful. The whole world must learn from Krishna how to live happily without scarcity, simply by producing food grains, Annad Bhavanti Bhutani. So by learning this principle from Bhagavad Gita, everybody can live happily without any tension about food. No scarcity. And giving protection to the cows, Goraksha. Okay, so producing enough food grains and Goraksha. Krishi Goraksha. Krishi Goraksha Vanijam Vaishya Karma Swabhavajam. For a Vaishya, what is these are the activities given for a Vaishya community. What? Krishi, agriculture, Goraksha, cow protection, Vanijam, that is business, exchange, barter system was there. So those who belong to the third level of human society, namely the mercantile people, must keep land for producing food grains and giving protection to cows. So at least nowadays it's like completely degraded society. So the people who do job, they are considered very great, and who do agriculture work, they are considered the one grade down, right? So but the point is that Krishi is actually the Vaishya community's job, and serving others for salary job, that is Shudra community. So those who belong to the third level of human society, namely the mercantile people, Vaishya, must keep land for producing food grains and giving protection to cows. Krishi Goraksha, they must do. So this is the injunction. So this is the injunction of Bhagavad Gita. In the matter of protecting the cows, the meat eaters will protest. But in answer to them, we may say that since Krishna gives stress to cow protection, those who are inclined to eat meat may eat the flesh of unimportant animals like hogs, dogs, goats, and sheep. But they should not touch the life of the cows, for this is destructive to the spiritual advancement of human society. So wherever cow is killed, that those people, for them it is very difficult to progress in spirituality. Okay, so we have to be careful about that, because nowadays many products are having this cow meat. Okay, there are many products which are having, and we don't know that, right? So some kind of extracts from cow meat is being used in many products, and we don't know. And there is on top of that product, green symbol is there. Okay, so that kind of cheating is there. So we have to be careful what we buy from outside. Is it really veg? Green symbol doesn't mean that it is pure veg. It may be veg in their eyes, but not in scriptural eyes. Okay, because many people even consider eggs are vegetarian. It's just a simple veg. That's what they say. So we have to be careful. Okay, there are many food products which are having these kind of extracts which are animal products. Okay, so if we eat and buy, then that means you are promoting cow killing. Okay, so it's we should not buy and promote those things. Okay, so now 26. Havirdhanim rishirdarpan naran hartum achodayat techa mahishmatim ninyu savatsam krandatim balat. Havirdhanim, the Kamdhenu Rishi of the great sage Jamdagni, Darpat, because of his being puffed up with material power, Naran, all his men, soldiers, Hartum, to steal or take away, Achodayat, encouraged Te, the men of Kartavir Arjuna, Cha, also Mahishmatim, to the capital of Kartavir Arjuna, Ninyu, brought Savatsam with the calf, Krandatim, crying Balat, because of being taken away by force. Being puffed up by the material power, Kartavir Arjuna encouraged his men to steal Jamdagni's Kamdhenu. Okay. Thus the men forcibly took away the crying Kamdhenu along with her calf to Mahishmati, Kartavir Arjuna's capital. So they took that cow. The word Havirdhanim is significant in this verse. Havirdhanim, actually it is used for Kamdhenu. So Havirdhanim refers to a cow required for supplying havis or ghee for the performance of ritualistic ceremonies in sacrifice. Okay, so Havirdhanim means a cow which is required for supplying ghee or havis for the performance of ritualistic ceremonies in sacrifices. In human life, one should be trained to perform yajnas. As we informed As we are informed in Bhagavad Gita, yajna arthat karmano anyatra loko ayam karma bandhana. If we do not perform yajna, what will happen? We shall simply work very hard for sense gratification like dogs and hogs, like people are doing. This is not civilization. A human being should be trained to perform yajna. Yajnat bhavati parjanya. If yajnas are regularly performed, there will be proper rain from the sky, and when there is regular rainfall, the land will be fertile and suitable for producing all the necessities of life. Yajna therefore is essential. For performing yajna, clarified butter is essential, and for clarified butter, that means ghee, cow protection is essential. Therefore, we neglect the Vedic way of civilization, we shall certainly suffer. Okay, because you cannot, if there is no cow, you cannot do yajna, and if you don't do yajna, rain will not come properly, and proper rain will not be there, grains will not be there. So that's what happening. You see, nowadays rains are very unusual. Somewhere it is too much, somewhere it's not at all there, right? So therefore, if we neglect the Vedic way of civilization, we shall certainly suffer. So-called scholars and philosophers do not know the secret of success in life, and therefore they suffer in the hands of Prakriti, nature. Prakritehe kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasha. Nonetheless, although they are forced to suffer, they think they are advancing in civilization. Ahankara vimuratma kartahamiti manyate. So the Krishna consciousness movement is therefore meant to revive a mode of civilization in which everyone will be happy. This is the motive of our Krishna consciousness movement. Okay. Yajna sukhena bhavantu. So the Krishna consciousness movement is therefore meant to, what purpose is ISKCON purpose is to revive a mode of civilization in which everyone will be happy. Okay. So in this way, Kartavir Arjuna encouraged his men to steal the Kamdhenu from Jamdagni. Atha Rajani Niryate Rama Ashram Agata Shrutva Tattasya Dauratmyam Chukro Dhatir Ivahataha. Atha, thereafter Rajani, when the king Niryate had gone away, Rama Parashuram, the youngest son of Jamdagni, Ashrame, in the cottage, Agataha, returned, Shrutva, when he heard that Tasya of Kartavir Arjuna, Dauratmayam, nefarious act, Chukrodha, became extremely angry. A he, a snake, evil like Ahata, trampled or injured. Thereafter, Kartavir Arjuna, having left with the Kamdhenu, Parashuram returned to the ashram. When Parashuram, the youngest son of Jamdagni, heard about Kartavir Arjuna's nefarious deed, he became as angry as trampled snake. Now Parashuram got to know this. Ghoram adaya parashum satanum varma karmukam anvadhavat Durmarsho Mrigendra eva Yuthapam. Ghoram, extremely fiercely, Adaya, taking in hand, Parashum, a chopper, Sa Tunam, along with a quiver, Varma, a shield, Karmukam, a bow, Anvadhavat followed, Durmarshaha, Lord Parashuram, being exceedingly angry, Mrigendra, a lion, eva like Yuthapam, goes to attack an elephant. Taking up his fiercely chopper, Parashu, his shield, his bow and quiver of arrows, Lord Parashuram, exceedingly angry, chased Kartavir Arjuna just as a lion chases an elephant. So he went. Tam apattantam bhriguvaryam ojasa dhanur dharambhan Pravaswadhayudham Aineya Charamambaram Arkadhamabhir Yutam Jatabhir Dadrishe Purim Vishan. Tam, that Lord Parashuram, Apattantam, coming after him, Bhrigu the best of the Bhrigu dynasty, Lord Parashuram, Ojasa, very fiercely, Dhanum Dharam, carrying a bow, Vana, arrows, Paraswada, chopper. Ayudham, having all these weapons. Ayaneya, charma, blackish deer skin. Ambaram, the covering of his body. Arkadhamavi, appearing like the sunshine. Yutam, Jatabhi, with locks of hair. Dadrishe, he saw Purim, into the capital. Vishan, entering. As King Kartavir Arjuna entered his capital Mahishmati Puri, he saw Lord Parashuram, the best of the Bhrigu dynasty, coming after him, holding a chopper, shield, bow and arrows. Lord Parashuram was covered with a black deer skin, and his matted locks of hair appeared like the sunshine. So he entered to kill Kartavir Arjuna. Kartavir Arjuna saw from there that Lord Parashuram is coming with Dhanur Dharam Bana Paraswadam Ayudham, all the Parashu, shield, chopper, arrows and bows, everything ready, coming and wearing the skin, deer skin. Ane Charmambaram, that deer skin he was wearing, like that. Jata, everything. So Kartavir Arjuna saw Lord Parashuram is coming. Achodayad dhasti rathasya pattibhir gadasi banarasti shatagni shaktibhi aso akshauhinihi sapt dashat bhishanas taram eko bhagavan asudayat. Achodayat, he sent for fighting. Hasti with elephants, Ratha with chariots, Ashwa with horses, Pattibhi with and with infantry, Gada with clubs, Asi with swords, Bana with arrows, Rishti with the weapons called Rishtis, Shatagni with weapons called Shatagni, Shaktibhi with weapons called Shaktis, Akshaunihi, whole groups of Akshaunis, Saptadash, 17, Atibhishna, very fierce, Ittaha, all of them, Ramaha, Lord Parashuram, Eka, alone, Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Asudayat, killed. Upon seeing Parashuram, Kartavir Arjuna immediately feared him and sent many elephants, chariots, horses and infantry soldiers equipped with clubs, swords, arrows, rishtis, shatagnis, shaktis and many similar weapons to fight against him. Kartavir Arjuna sent 17 full Akshaunis of soldiers to check Parashuram, but Lord Parashuram alone killed all of them. Wow. The word Akshaunis refers to a military phalanx consisting of 21,870 elephants, chariots and elephants, 109,350, 109,350 infantry soldiers and 65,610 horses. An exact description is given in the Mahabharata, Adi Parva, 2nd chapter, as follows. Eko Ratho Gajaschai, oh, it's too big. Eko Ratho Gajaschaikhanaراः Panchapadatya Hratayascha Turagas Tagya hi pattir iti abhidhiyate pattim tu trigunam etam vidu senamukham buddhahitrini senamukhani eko gulma iti adhidhiyate trayo gulma गणो नाम वाहिनी तु गणास त्रयः श्रुतास तिस्रास्तु वाहिनीः प्रतनेति विचक्षणै चमूस्तु चमूस्तु प्रतनास्तिस्रस्तु अनीकिनी अनीकिनीं 10 गुणामाहुर अक्षौहिणीं बुधा अक्षौहिणस्तु संख्यातार्यार्थानां द्विज सप्तमा संख्या गणित तत्त्वज्ञैः सहस्राणि एकविंशति शतानि उपरि चाष्टु चाभ्युस्तथा च सप्तिः गजानां तु परिमाणां तावद् एवात्र निर्दिशेत ज्ञेयं शतसहस्रं तु सहस्राणि तथा नवनराणाम् अधि पंचाशतानि त्रीणि चानघा 65 सहस्र तथा स्वानां शतानि चोदशोत्राणि षट् चाहुर्यथावद् अभिसंख्यया एताम् अक्षौणीं प्राहुः संख्या तत्त्वविदो जनाः. Okay, so this is a description about one Akshoni. What is it? One chariot, one elephant, 5 infantry soldiers, and 3 horses are called a patti by those who are learned in the science. The wise also know that a senamukh is 3 times what a patti is. 3 senamukhs are known as one gulma. 3 gulmas are called a gana, and 3 ganas are called a vahini. 3 vahinis have been referred to by the learned as a pritana. 3 pritanas equal 1 chamu, and 3 chamus equal 1 anikni. The wise refer to 10 aniknis. 10 aniknis as 1 akshoni. The chariot of 1 akshoni have been calculated at 21,870 by those who know the science of such calculations. O best of the twice born, and the number of elephants is the same. The number of infantry soldiers is 1,09,350, and the number of horses is 65,610. This is called Akshoni. Okay. So many Akshonis he sent. So here you can understand that actually this much great explanation is given here about the Akshonis and the number and calculations. So that means this knowledge was there even that time. Vyasdev was also having. Because in modern science they say, okay, when zero was invented, when decimal was invented, so recently everything came. And so before zero's invention, they didn't know much counting, right? So when zero was invented, then they knew counting. But as per Vedic scripture, they knew zero, they knew everything, tables and all, whole mathematics. Okay. So Kartavirya Arjuna sent 17 full Akshonis of soldiers to check Parashuram, but Lord Parashuram alone killed all of them. Okay, so that was the power of Lord Parashuram. Yato yato asau praharat prasadho, yato asau praharat praswadho, mano anile yaujah parachakra sudanaha, tatas chinna bhujoru kandhara nipetur urvyam hatasuta vahana. Yataha wherever asau Lord Parashuram praharat slashing praswadha, being expert in using his weapon the parashu or chopper, manaha like the mind, anila like the wind, ojaha being fearful, parachakra of the enemy's military strength, sudanaha killer, tataha their tataha and their chinna scattered and cut off, bhuja arms, uru legs, kandhara soldiers, nipetu fell down, uravyam on the ground, hata killed, suta chariot drivers, vahana chariot horses and elephants. Lord Parashuram, being expert in killing the military strength of the enemy, worked with the speed of the mind and the wind, slicing his enemies with his chopper Parashu. Wherever he went, the enemies fell, their legs, arms and shoulders being severed, their chariot drivers killed, and their carriers, the elephant and horses, were all annihilated. So everything he destroyed. So in the beginning, when the army of the enemy was full of fighting soldiers, elephant and horses, Lord Parashuram proceeded into their midst at the speed of mind to kill them. When someone tired, he slowed down to the speed of wind and continued to kill the enemies vigorously. The speed of mind is greater than the speed of the wind. Okay, so he just was killing very expertly. So skilled in using his axe, acting with the speed of the mind and the wind. First seeing the great numbers of troops, he worked quickly to destroy them. And when they were almost all killed, slowing down somewhat and acted like the wind, wherever he went, there the horses fell. So he just so expertly was just killing everyone very powerfully. 17 Akshoni Sena army he killed alone. Drishtva swa sainyam rudirogh kardame Ranajire Ram Kuthar Sayakai Bibrikna Varma Dhwaj Chap Vigraham Nipatitam Hai Hai Apatad Rusha. Drishtva, by seeing Swa Sainyam, his own soldiers, Rudhir Og Kardame, which had become muddy due to the flow of blood. Rana Ajire, on the battlefield. Rama Kuthara, by the axe of Lord Parashuram. Shayakai, and by the arrows. Vivirikna, scattered Varma, the seals. Dhwaja, the flag. Chapa was Vigraham, the body is Nipatitam, fallen. Hai Hai. Kartavir Arjuna Apatat, forcefully came there, Rusha being very angry. By manipulating his axe and arrows, Lord Parashuram cut to pieces the shields, flags, bows, and bodies of Kartavir Arjuna's soldiers, who fell on the battlefield, muddying the ground with their blood. Seeing these reverses, Kartavir Arjuna, infuriated, rushed to the battlefield. Okay. अथार्जुना पंचशतेषु बाहुभिर्धनुषुः बाणं युगपत्स संदधे रामाय रामो अस्त्रभृतां समग्रणीस् तानि एकधन्वेषुभिराच्छिन्नत् समम् अथ तानि एकधन्वेषुभिराच्छिन्नत् समम्. Atha, thereafter, Arjuna, Kartavir Arjuna, Panch Shateshu, 500, Bahubhi, with his arms, Dhanushuhu, on the bows, Banan, arrows, Yugapat, simultaneously, Saha, he, Sandadhe, fixed, Ramaya, just to kill Lord Parashuram, Ramaha, Lord Parashuram, Astra Bharatam, of all the soldiers who could use weapons. Samagrani, the very best, Tani, all the bows of Kartavir Arjuna, Ek Dhanva, possessing on one bow, Ishubhi, the arrows, Achinat, cut to pieces, Samam, with. Then Kartavir Arjuna, with his 1,000 arms, simultaneously fixed arrows on 500 bows to kill Lord Parashuram. So 1,000 arms, 500 bows, everything he was throwing one shot. But Lord Parashuram, the best of fighters, released enough arrows with only one bow to cut to pieces immediately all the arrows and bows in the hands of Kartavir Arjuna. Such a nice explanation. So he was having 1,000 hands, so 10,000. Okay, so from all the bows, 1,000 arms, so 500 bows, so 500 arrows. And Lord Parashuram, from one bow, one arrow and bow, he threw so many bows, the arrows, that all the arrows of Kartavir Arjuna were counteracted. Okay, cut into pieces. So then Punah Swahastair Achalan Mirdhe Angripan Utchipya Vegad Abhidhavato Yudhi Bhujan Kutharen Katharo Nemina Chichhed Ramah Prashabham tu Tav Ahir Eva. Punah, again, Swahastai, by his own hands, Achalan hills, Mirdhe, in the battlefield, Angripan, trees, Utshipya, after uprooting Vegat, with great force, Abhidhavataha, of he who was running very forcefully, Yudhi, in the battlefield, Bhujan, all the arms, Kutharena, by his axe, Kathor, Nemina, which was very sharp, Chicheda, cut to pieces, Rama, Lord Parashuram, Prasabham, with great force too, but Ahe, even just like the hoods of a serpent. When his arrows were cut to pieces, Kartavir Arjuna uprooted many trees and hills with his own hands and again rushed strongly toward Lord Parashuram to kill him. Lord Parashuram then used his axe with great force to cut off Kartavir Arjuna's arms, just as one might lop off the hoods of a serpent. So he just cut off all the arms of Kartveer Arjunas. Okay. कृत बाहो शिरस्तस्या गृहे श्रृंगम इवाहरत हते पितारी तत्पुत्रा अयुतुम दुद्रुवुर्भयात् अग्निहोत्रीम उपावृत्य सेवत्साम पर वीरहा समुपेत्याश्रमं पित्रे परिक्लिष्टाम समर्पयत. Kritabaho of Kartveer Arjuna, whose arms were cut off, Shira the head, thus of him Kartveer Arjuna, Gray of a mountain, Shangam the peak, Eva like Aharat Parashuram, cut from his body, Hate Pitari. when their father was killed, Tat Putra, his sons, Ayutam 10,000, Dudruvu fled Bhayat out of fear, Agnihotrim the Kamdhenu, Upavartya bringing near, Savatsam with Harka, Paravirha, Parashuram who could kill the heroes of the enemies, Samupetya after returning, Ashram to the residence of his father, Pitre and to his father, Pariklishtam which had undergone extreme suffering, Samarpayat delivered. Thereafter Parashuram cut off like a mountain peak the head of Kartveer Arjuna, finish, who had already lost his arms. When Kartveer Arjuna's 10,000 sons saw their father killed, they all fled in fear, ran away. Then Parashuram, having killed the enemy, released the Kamdhenu which had undergone great suffering and brought it back with his calf to his residence, where he gave it to his father Jamdagni. Okay, so in this way Lord Parashuram killed Kartveer Arjuna and brought the Kamdhenu cow and gave back to father Jamdagni. Now from 37 to 41 is the instructions of Jamdagni to Parashuram. Okay, so this section we shall do tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Shil Prabhupada ki jai. Grantha Rashvan Bhagavatam ki jai. Anant Koti Vaishnava Vrind ki jai. So if you have any question, you can ask. Hare Krishna.